What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jeameave.
Your boy Mac.
Back in with ViewsFromTheHeart, and today we got an Audi Q5 2012 3.2 Quattro, which is all-wheel drive, Prestige Edition.
It's also pushing 270 horsepower. Keep in mind it's a V6, but also 243 torque.
With that said, go ahead and take a little trip with us as always. Appreciate you guys watching. Shout out again to Carlux, my guy Wayne B. Moore, my motion graphics designer. Thank you guys so much, everyone else involved. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and take a little trip with us and see what's popping on the inside.
Bragging. It's your boy Mac back again with another episode of Views from the Heart. Like my brother said, we're working with an Audi Q5 3.2 liter. You already know what it is. Let's go and pop the doors up and see what we're working in on the inside, bro.
You already know, bro, but like I said, keep on reading this. Another day.
Another grind.
The grind doesn't stop. 3.2 liter Audi Quattro Prestige Edition Q5. So we're working it in here, bro.
Honestly, like I said, you hear it in the name, Audi Q5 Prestige Edition. So when you think prestige, what do you think about? Classy, clean, you know, high level.
Top of the line,
exactly.
basically.
And this is what you're working when you come inside. When you step inside the Audi Q5, as you can see here, it looks like a bunch of gadgets and gizmos, like on some Inspector Gadget type stuff.
Some old James Bond type.
Honestly, it's type clean though.
Look at it. We basically got like a nuclear launch button for the start stop. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm over here before it dropped in here. I'm like, where the hell start stop? But it's right there, people. I don't expect it to be there. Expected it to be there like we did in our Volvo review. Yeah, it was not there. It would put it right here on you.
I like that though, because it's simple. It's just simple clip. I mean, it's different, but something you can get used to.
True, it is. It is.
I like it.
Like I said, although this is a Prestige Edition, the only thing with the interior is, you know, you kind of expect a little bit more, but like I said, you got to keep in mind the price point, so it's not ultra expensive. But for what you're getting, this is very nice. Like I said, it's not double stitch leather on the top. It's just more of a soft touch material. But other than that, I mean, everything else, the leather. Now, y'all know me. When it comes to leather seats, give me all leather, and this is all leather seats, finally. But you know, it was cool. So this fucking Honda, sorry, fart can over here messing me up. But but anyway, we keep pushing because it's all organic, all natural. But like I said, anyway, it's all of the seats, and you know, I love that because like I said, I have my son, my husky that I carry on a lot. And with leather, all you need to do is put a cover down, put some leather cleaner when you take it off, you know, get bing bang boom, ready to go.
Wow.
But you know, like I said, let's look around the interior a little bit. Let's look at Tony's headroom. Oh, and look what we got. We got a panoramic roof.
Panoramic sunroof.
Now, you know what I told y'all before? I was like,
in the Jeep,
the next vehicle that I would consider owning, I need panoramic roof. Now, if y'all saw our SRT8 Jeep Grand Cherokee review, you already know that had a panoramic roof as well. And although this is a much smaller footprint of a vehicle, it fits really well. Honestly, as you guys can see, from basically the very front, it's basically all glass.
basically all glass.
All glass.
We in the game. I ain't trying to hear nothing.
So like I said, with all that said, the interior, it's an Audi, people. Yeah. German engineering, my forte. You know, but other than that, the materials, I like it. The soft touch plastics are all nice. This is like a brushed aluminum right here that I'm feeling. That's what it feels like to me. It feels a lot better than the what was used in the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Yeah. But I like this. Something like this was what I would have preferred at the price point of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. But like I said, that's a whole different monster in and of itself, because basically what you're spending in that, you're spending on that 6.4 liter Hemi V8 engine. But like with this, we're working with a 3.2 liter V6 pushing 275 horsepower. But you know, like I said, different folks for different strokes. And and you know, with this is not your drag racing, not your trying to ball out. This is a significantly less heavy car. Remember, we're only pushing what, like 4,300 pounds. The Cherokee was all-wheel drive, and this is all-wheel drive as well. So that just goes to show you that you can minimize weight, people. I understand big, nice, heavy cars, but big doesn't always have to mean heavy.
True.
And with this, like I said, 4,300 pounds, there's a 1,000-pound difference between this and a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
True.
Granted, this is a much smaller vehicle, but like I said, having this for just a few minutes and driving over here to this location, it's really peppy. The steering wheel is actually very firm, and this is what I love. And I feel like almost every American car I've driven so far has been super lackluster in the steering feel. But we can go ahead and start this baby up and see what it's all about. So go ahead and join us for the driving portion.
Let's get out of here.
So what's it like driving a 2012 Audi Q5 Prestige Edition? Take it for a little spin.
Like I said, just like the Jeep Cherokee, I'm not honestly surprised that this drives smooth as hell as well.
I'm loving the steering feel. It's a little too like, I do believe this is electronic steering, and it is a little too weighted. It gives off an artificial feeling, but it's very weighted and it feels nice. Personally, I'm loving the feedback. Like, if you guys saw our Jeep Grand Cherokee review, I said the steering is very numb. This, I can feel and dictate exactly where the front wheels are at any given time as I'm turning the wheel, and that is a definite positive to me, in my opinion. So, I can see we're cruising around right now, and the ride has more of a sporty feel to it compared to the Jeep Grand Cherokee. That was a little bit more lofty, but that to me was definitely built with more luxuriousness in mind. So,
on the inside?
Both in the ride on the inside. This is luxury on the inside as well. Not as top of the line as that SRT model, because remember that was all the bells and whistles. Like I said, that did have carbon fiber, things like that. But this, I mean, it's an Audi, people. You know what you're getting. And on top of that, this is a prestige model. So you already know this is basically the top of the line when you look at it where it's allotted in terms of Audi's brand. But this is a very smooth, this V6. I'm not the biggest fan of V6s, I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't like V6s. I like inline 6s, but I don't like V6s. The reason being is because I just don't like this, to be honest. Like, I really don't. I feel it's an naturally unbalanced engine. There's too many counterweights, things like that. I just don't like the engine configuration. But like I said, you know, we're just obviously cruising around right now. And the get up, I'm gonna give you guys a little taste real quick. Get up on it has a little get up. Obviously, this is only pushing 270 horsepower, but you know, for what it is.
Can I slide down with No, I don't mean to interrupt anybody, but it's funny because we were literally driving past the street I grew up on.
We're literally like right here in Inglewood,
home,
best place.
West side, you already know.
There's no place like home.
West Coast, best coast. But now I ain't gonna talk about that. But go ahead and continue, my fault, bro.
But you know, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you know, driving this, you do get a sense of sport utility type vehicle. There was more sportiness in mine. The Jeep Grand Cherokee was straight line speed and luxury super ride. This, although it's no sports car, of course, it's handling the bumps, and everyone knows that's from LA and it has driven through Inglewood. Inglewood has the absolute worst streets. Let's take that out of the way. The roads here have every nuclear war hole you can possibly think of in these streets.
Inglewood is a war zone, people.
But other than that, you know, I mean, it's driving, like, see, you can probably tell we're going through some bumps right now, and honestly, we're not feeling too much, you know. As far as the throttle response though, this is a naturally aspirated engine, and when I hit my foot on the throttle, it is a little laggy in a sense, you know. I'm not getting that quick get up. Let me see.
Compared to the Camaro.
Compared to the Camaro and compared to the Jeep Grand Cherokee. But like I said, this is a 4,300 pound vehicle we're loaded right now. We got 3 passengers in here. Shout out to my boy Robert in the back. He just want to be in the video. We're gonna hush hush.
Big shout out to Robert.
big shout out to Robert and Carlux. Thank you guys so much once again. But like with that said, you know, I mean, I'm feeling this. You know, if I had a little, you know, if I had my woman, my girl, I would definitely consider this. This is besides this prestige edition. This is the S line.
It's classy on the inside, honestly.
This is the S line, so you know you can tell right away. Then you know that this is not your base model regular Q5. This is definitely geared towards a little bit more luxury, a little bit more finesse, a little bit more sports car oriented, and I definitely feel that, especially in the steering. And for me, I don't like trucks in general, but an SRT is something I definitely would consider as a family vehicle. But as far as this, I would actually consider this as my own personal vehicle, not just a family. Just because of the fact that I appreciate the way the steering feels so much, and that's for me personally such an important aspect of driving, is because I like that real organic feedback. Rides real nice, and you know, like I said, I've seen on Auto Trader. This is a 2012, like I said. And I've been seeing these go anywhere between the neighborhood of $19,000 to $30,000. But at Carlux, you know, this is available for just over $22,900. So you know, it's priced very well in my opinion. And you know, like I said, you're getting a lot. This is a prestige edition, so this isn't your regular base model or anything like that. It does have all the bells and whistles. The infotainment system is actually really nice and responsive. You know, when we put on the AC, it brings up a nice infographic on the screen that can show you, you know, the fan speed, things like that.
So you're not constantly looking down. You know, to all my bad drivers out there, you know, y'all can't look down and sneeze wrong. You know, you're in the backseat.
we all know some of y'all out here, and trust me, there's a lot of them out here in LA. But you know, we keep it 100, and that's what we try to do. This is why our channel's called Views from the Heart. But with all that, Tony, do you have any input on this fine prestige S line right here?
Honestly, like I said, like you said, you really get what you pay for. The Camaro and the Jeep, and basically really a lot of cars that we have drove.
You can see they skip in some places.
Yes, they do. But really, what I like about this car the most is probably the interior. What you're paying for, interior-wise, you're getting a lot.
No, definitely.
You're getting a lot.
The seats are nice and supportive, nice bolstered. I feel like
the bucket seats.
The bucket seats. But I feel like even though, like I said, we're both, you know, average proportions. We're not too big, we're not too small. But overall, I think even a heavier set person would feel comfortable in these seats. They wouldn't feel cumbersome or anything like that. There's nothing here that anyone can really complain about, and I think that's a huge deal when, you know, because for most people, let's just face it, a lot of people don't have more than the luxury to have more than one car. So when they choose a vehicle, it's their everyday, their do everything car. And personally for me, that's why I said I would consider this personally as one of my own. Yes, I would love some more horsepower, you know, that's just me. Everyone knows that, you know, I love power. But this is adequate, you know, for what it is. It's not doing too much. It's nice. But, like, so let's say do one more pull right here.
But I didn't expect to hear this in the V6 though.
So it has some setup, it just needs to wind down a little bit. You know, like I said, we do have an automatic, so you know, if I put it into sport mode, put it DS sport mode right here. These little paddles, I'm in manual gear number 2. Let's see right here. Okay, here we go. Now we're in sport mode, and we'll see what it's like. But you know,
you just have to pop it to the left swing.
Yeah, see, in my car, I pop it to the left. That's how I was having a little bit of confusion. But in this car, you bring it out in the drive. It has Steptronic, so it does have paddles. Bring it to the right. See, like I said, it's all learning experience, and as we try to stress, this is really literally our first time with this vehicle. We wish, obviously, with any vehicle, we could spend more time with them. But the point of our channel is to give you, if you just jump into this vehicle right off the street and you come in here for a test drive, this is really how it feels. And to us, we're conveying those same sentiments to you guys. We don't know much about this vehicle other than what we've researched and what we're experiencing right now. This is our first time driving this vehicle. So like I said, I'm down in the sport mode right now, so I'm hoping it wakes this baby up a little bit more. A little bit of a straightaway. Ooh, immediately. Like I said, it's still only 270 horsepower, but immediately there was a totally different response in the throttle. And you know, for your baby girl, your daughter, your wife, your son, this is more than adequate and more than enough for anyone. You know, this is not too much power for people that some people that might not be able to handle. Paddle response as I'm shifting using the paddles is actually really good. I'm actually surprised at that, considering this is again basically an SUV. Smaller version of the Q7 of course, but it still has the utility of an SUV. Raised, supple ride with a little bit of sportiness sprinkled in. Ample space in the back, good nice trunk capacity. There's few things you can really fault about this car other than the fact that it does lack a little bit in power. But you know, for the informed buyer, which is our job to try and tell you, if you're looking at this as an everyday sort of, you know, your vehicle, because we do get in the city, it's rated at 18 and about 23 on the highway, so not the best, not the worst, you know. But like I said, it's not no V8 gas guzzler. This, like I said, this is a 3.2 liter V8, I mean V6, excuse me, V6. But you know, I do definitely feel that you would be getting your money's worth, and for the neighborhood of what I'm seeing this going for on Auto Trader, and like I said, what's also available, this same vehicle is available at Carlux, person Walden, this person, the same vehicle is available at Carlux for 23,000. I definitely feel a lot of value for that price, and for that price I would definitely consider it for my own personal vehicle. Like I said, I'm very picky with what I personally would own, but I'm telling you guys, driving this vehicle, experiencing it, driving it, the way it handles, everything of that nature, it is a little down on power, but I think it more than makes up for it for everything else with the luxury feel, the soft materials, the leather seats, the ride. The ride is really nice. Like I said, we're going through Inglewood right now, which is notorious for just about the worst streets anywhere. I don't think you can really get more worse streets than this. But
in California or
almost anywhere.
See, I don't want to talk shit about New York, because New York was a great place for me. It wasn't great, but it did treat me good. But yeah, you ain't
treated you okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, it was. I wouldn't say Inglewood alone, because New York, I got a couple people that can admit to New York
having all
potholes. Yeah, shitty ass potholes. It's crazy. This is my mom's house right here.
Y'all might see it in the video, y'all might not, but you know, like I said, we really from Inglewood. We really from this. We're really trying to show you that if you bring a business plan to people and you come correctly, anything is possible. As I keep on reiterating, I went to like 10, 20 different dealerships, and they all said they loved the idea, but when they really came down to trying to do business, their tone changed. And you know, it's not necessarily fuck them or anything like that. It's really just more of, all right, we're at the bottom now, but when we get to where we want to be, don't come calling then, because like I said, when I came to you humbly asking for an opportunity, because Robert, sorry to put you in the spotlight, my brother, but what we doing right now? Are we doing anything ridiculous? We doing burnouts, anything illegal, any stupid shit like that?
Nope.
Exactly. It's just simple. We in a parking lot shooting videos, and we doing a simple drive around, a little couple of speed and a little bit that, but nothing too ridiculous.
Talk shit a little. That's it.
I mean, that's really it. And you know, that's how we rock. And like I said, all we needed was someone to give us an opportunity, and we finally got what we wanted and needed from Sonny and Carl. Shout out to you, Sonny.
Shout out to the whole team, honestly, because y'all really put y'all time on hold so we can do what we gotta do as well.
Like I said, we taking Robert's time over here to come and basically babysit us in the back, but you know, it's all good and great. You know, we got some workarounds, but this is what we're doing right now, and it's allowing us to do what we want to do so we can get what we want, and doing what we need to do to get what we want in life. Not just materialistic, but all of our business coming together.
Because once niggas start making money, once motherfuckers start making money, oh yeah, it's rap. It's rap. I'm not, like I said, it's not materialistic stuff. Honestly, like, really, we gotta change Inglewood for the better. I know they building a stadium, you know, that's hooray for everybody, but
there is a lot of gentrification going on, so people didn't realize that.
Exactly.
And that is definitely something that hopefully when we reach where we're aspiring to be, we're able to put a halt to that and keep it
in Inglewood.
Keep it in Inglewood, but not even necessarily that. Just keep. We don't want it to be any sort of. We're not bringing in the race or anything like that, but we need to keep it multicultural. That's the main gem of LA.
You
There's so many different cultures in LA. Just because, you know, a certain ethnicity or whatever has money, that's what we're trying to change. Everyone should have an ample chance in life as long as they do their due diligence and put in the work. And just like us, as you're watching right now, we're putting in the work. We're out here every day doing what we need to do to get where we want to be.
I got work right after this too.
Exactly.
But we're dropping Robert off at work.
I'm dropping them off right at work, right after this video.
The grind don't stop, for real.
The grind does not stop. But like with that said, I feel like we covered everything we needed to this vehicle. This has been a pleasure. It has been a great drive. I really do like this Q5, and like I reiterate again, this is something I would actually personally own for my own personal vehicle, not just a family vehicle, my own personal vehicle. Look at this. Glorified ticketing agency, CHP. Y'all ain't good for shit. All y'all do is do tickets. Y'all ain't do shit else. But anyway, on that note, I really do have a beef with CHP. Fuck y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck CHP. I hate y'all. Cops, I love y'all. CHP, nah, fuck y'all. I'll eat a dick.
I don't even say I love cops, but yeah, we know what it is, cause we're not gonna forget what y'all been doing for the past couple years. I ain't gonna put it, you know, not saying all y'all bad, but
some of y'all need to check yourselves, bro. And the ones that do know someone doing some dirt, y'all need to check them too. That's all we saying.
You just as bad as the next person if you recording. Honestly.
But like I said, this video is not going to come to a close. It's been a pleasure. I already Q5 procedure this in a 2012. And like I said, this is a 2012, but look around. Panoramic roof, soft touch materials, leather seats, $23,000. Can you really ask so much?
It don't get no better than that.
And it's a national aspirated engine, so I mean, like,
it don't get no better than that, honestly.
Oh, really,
like we said before, if you want this vehicle, come down to Inglewood. It's on La Brea and Imperial and
between
Lennox. Between Imperial and Lennox.
Yeah, basically.
You know,
like I said, available car looks.
Come through. My boy Robert will show you love. I'm pretty sure
everyone will show you love.
You walk through the door, they're gonna show you love. There's no, you know, you're not gonna deal with no asshole over there. For real.
But like we said, this has been a pleasure. This video's not coming to a close. Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you so much for joining us again. And we'll see you in the next video.
Yes, sir.